And here we go again with Aurora, Colorado.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule cause you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, cause I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast, and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts, and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring, and George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
What's good, my people? You're watching the MC Too Tall Show with your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host, MC Too Tall. Aurora, Colorado. Here we go again. Aurora, Colorado. You remember Aurora, Colorado from last summer when Tren de Aragua put Aurora, Colorado back on the map. Aurora, Colorado's given us all kinds of problems over the years. In Aurora, Colorado, someone dressed up as a Joker many years ago and shot up a theater. Of course, last summer, Tren de Aragua took over apartment complexes. But according to an ABC correspondent trying to put J.D. Vance in his place, there was only a few apartment complexes taken over by a foreign gang, that's all. And of course, as you know, the trans thing has gone out of hand and way too wild. And in Aurora, Colorado, there are no exception to the rule as a little blue town with a weak Republican mayor. They might as well be Portland. They may as well be Seattle. They may as well be LA. So Aurora, we have a repeat sex offender in and out of the system throughout 12 years for sex crimes committed against children. Always diddling the kids. I heard some trans person once say, my culture is not your fetish. Why don't you listen to your own people out there? Why don't you listen to your own? But here we are. Repeat sex offender over 12 years in and out of the system for sex offenses, goes into a schoolyard and tries to kidnap a 12-year-old boy, presumably to rape him. And he's put before a judge. And that judge, who to me looks about as non-trans as Michelle Obama, she decides because of his schizophrenia, he is deemed unfit to stand trial. And then he was released. And his name is Solomon. His name is Solomon. What is it about people named Solomon that are into the weird shit? And so, that's what happens. A weird judge, Amy Patton, releases somebody who claims to be trans by the name of Solomon Gilligan, not to be confused with Gilligan. So Solomon Gilligan, I'm assuming it's pronounced Gallion, but It doesn't matter what your name is. Once you're a low-life sack of shit that tries to kidnap 11-year-old boys, presumably to rape them, it doesn't matter. And so, this Sullivan person claiming to be trans kidnaps a 12-year-old boy. He's released by this equally trans-looking Amy Patton. Boy, that is some brolic bitch. And if I ever find out it's a real girl, I still wouldn't hit on her. And here we are, folks. Here we are in this sick society created by the Democrats. And you see how the crime runs rampant? This catch and release kind of thing. Oh, the person's schizophrenic, so they can't stand trial. But they are dangerously insane. They are dangerously insane. So what do? Release them into the system so they can hurt and kill other people? And since this person has a fetish for claiming to be a woman and molesting children, it's okay because this person is also schizophrenic? Make it make sense. But in these blue cities and blue states, it makes perfect sense to them. It makes perfect sense to them. It's like some meme that I saw where they show a child-looking face with a beard, and underneath it says, "I don't shoot ducks anymore because I'm afraid of toasters," or something to that effect. Something that wackadoo statement that makes literally no sense. And you have to be on some kind of hallucinogens for it to make sense. And I'd like to know what kind of hallucinogens this, I'm sorry, it wasn't a judge. I might have said it was a judge. It's a district attorney. She was going for a judiciary position. Luckily, she effing lost. But her position is district attorney. Her name is Amy Patton. And the latest news about her is that she's been recalled. Well, finally, somebody in Colorado is making some kind of sense. Instead of leaving us around here walking around so intense, you make my heart beat. You make me feel so real. But anyway, it's a clown show. What's worse is that it's a deadly clown show. Crime, as I said, runs rampant because of the Democrats, and so many levels of hell where belong the left. But as the DNC chair recently said, it's a big tent. It's a big tent. And that includes DAs that release people who try to kidnap 11-year-old boys, possibly with intent to rape them, just because they are trans and unfit to stand trial because they are schizophrenic and trans. Let me tell you something. I got no kids, but if I did, and somebody walking around looking like this in a dress came up to me, or no, wouldn't come up to me, but walk right past me to try to kidnap my son, I'd light him up like a dude. I don't care you tell me you're a woman, you're doing some foul shit that somebody needs to step in and stop you from doing. A normal person like myself will stop you from doing that. It's perfectly normal, should be culturally appropriate. And I don't want to hear nothing about, well, she would not have hurt your child because he is a she and it's not in a woman's nature to hurt a child. Okay. And then there's people like Casey Anthony. As I said, so many levels of hell, folks. So many levels of hell where the left belong. So, on to the, I say, as we follow this story along, respect God, watch out for the Illuminati, follow and share my wonderful content, tell all your friends about MC Too Tall, stay strong, keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building, hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, MC Too Tall. Be safe out there.